All right, guys, so I'm absolutely mind blown about what's happening right now. So yesterday, again, a U.S. destroyer ship gets attacked by Iran-backed proxy drones and Houthi missiles. So what's going on here? How is it that this is the 75th time in less than 2 months that U.S. soldiers have been attacked by Iran-backed proxies or other hostile adversaries in the Middle East, and nobody's talking about it? Same thing happened last week. A freaking military base, a U.S. military base, was hit by an airstrike, blown up, 8 soldiers injured. Nobody's talking about it. I had to actually dig through the media to find stories about this. There's like 3 articles about it. Same thing last night. There's a brief headline about it, but nobody's reacting to it. Nobody's acting like it's a big deal. But how is it not a big deal that 75 U.S. bases have been attacked in the last 2 months and it's not considered an escalation of war? I mean, maybe we're trying to not make a big deal out of it so that we don't escalate the thing, but this is a clear example of how little respect the world has for us right now under Biden. Like I said last week, Trump put the fear of God into countries that attacked us. Clear, decisive strike, annihilating critical infrastructure to them anytime they did this. But Biden didn't even respond to this when it happened last night. He was giving a speech at the Kennedy Center. He didn't even acknowledge the fact that a U.S. naval ship was attacked by Iran-backed proxies. That's freaking disgusting. Now, the only sense I can make out of this is that maybe, just maybe, this is not necessarily the time that they want to not let a good crisis go to waste, so they don't want to make a big deal out of it because they're waiting for the right crisis to turn it into, whatever opportunity they want it to be. Maybe a bigger accident happens one of these days at the time that they want a big distraction and say, oh, okay, now we're going to go to war. Now we're going to distract from this issue. I'm just wondering what is going to be a big deal in the eyes of the American people, in the eyes of the American politicians. I mean, 75 attacks in 2 months is pretty jarring, but I mean, apparently not to our media, to our population, and to our politicians. But what's the reaction going to be when it's something that's you can't look away from, when it's multiple deaths? And like I always say, it's a near certainty that we're going to be in some sort of large conflict here, because that's the natural cycle of this fourth turning cycle. We're going to be in a war for the next 4 to 5 years. We're going to have good times after that, but shit's about to go down for the next 4 to 5 years. Who knows what will be the spark that sets it all off? I mean, I thought all 75 of these past attacks could have been the spark that sets it off, but apparently not. Apparently it's not a big deal to the people that make these decisions. So let me know what you think, because I think this is pretty baffling, but we'll see what happens. And most importantly, do not forget to get yourself a copy of Choose Your Enemies Wisely by Patrick Bet-David, our CEO. Amazing book. You can get on Amazon, Audible, get it at Barnes & Noble, pretty much anywhere, VT.com. Definitely get yourself a copy. And guys, rest easy with all this conflict going on in the world, because in 2036, I'm going to be your president. God bless.